everyone, my name is Darьya Anisina and I'm an 8th grader. And the title of my research paper is Increase in Autism Instances, Reasons and Factors. So the goal of the academic research is to find the reasons of the increase in the number of diagnosed. My tasks are to analyze what syndromes comprise autism spectrum disorder, to discover theories connected with autism growth, to analyze latest decade USA statistics, and to compare the statistics with the conclusion of my research paper. What is autism? First of all, autism is a disorder, not a disease. Key difference between a disorder and a disease is that there is no cure for a disorder, while there can be cure for a disease. Autism often affects brain functions, can delay development, and mostly affect communication skills and behavior. Autism spectrum disorder is often accompanied by problems with sensitivity, and so an autistic person may have, for example, sleep disorders, attention issues, depression, or anxiety. Let me talk about syndromes now. Autism is divided into 4 syndromes. First syndrome, aka Asperger's syndrome, mostly affects communication skills and behavior, while Rett syndrome affects brain functions, and it's the only syndrome that affects brain functions. Childhood disintegrated disorder syndrome delays basic physiological development. And last but not least, Kanner syndrome, also known as classic autism. It has all features which are basic in the previous 3 theories. Let me mention some theories now. There is one theory which took 25 years in making, and the author of this hypothesis is Dr. Meridian MacDonald. Let me talk about main features of this theory. She says that there are 6 main traits in autism: increased attention, increased memory, preference for the object world besides the social world and its environment, increased nonconformity, and increased differences in sensory and perception. She also says that autistic people may have only some of these traits. For example, autistic person may have increased attention or increased memory, but have problems with language development. And important, she also mentions that there is no cure for autism. Let's remember that. I would like to talk about controversial theories now. So, refrigerator mom theory. This theory blames mother for being emotional towards their kids. For many years, society blamed their mothers for being the reason of autistic spectrum disorder, until Leo Kanner acquitted them and parents finally calmed down. The extreme male brain theory, this theory is about that male brain is similar to autistic brain. That men and autistic people may have similar interests, such as car details or other details you choose. So in order to show that the number of autistic people is actually growing, we decided to prove it with the latest decade USA statistics, which you can see in the slide. As the number of autistic people is growing, people start to create some associations and charity foundations which help autistic people. I tried to represent most successful ones so you all can observe the awareness of the problem and readiness to help. Each organization and association tries to find the easiest way to help autistic people. So far, they use community inclusive method. Community inclusive method is like university preparatory program. They, like this method, prepares autistic people for life in society, while classic therapies just improve state of autistic people, and in separate condition they can suit some individual cases. I would like to add that classic therapies are also part of inclusive methods and therapies. For example, ABBA therapy, art therapy, musical therapy, classes with a neuropsychologist, adaptive physical education, and also, that's all. So, in conclusion, I would like to answer why the number of autistic people is growing. After finding out what autism is and discovering different theories connected with autism, I understood one interesting thing. The more we know about autism, the more criteria are being created. So more people fit this criteria, and so number of autistic people grow. Long story short, according to the research that I have made, there are plenty of reasons such as genetics, environmental situations, parental age, also place of living, and of course overdiagnosis. Here you may see articles which I used for my research paper, and thanks for your attention.
What inspired your research?
I wanted to research autism, first of all, because it's an interesting topic, and second, because it's personal reason, and I don't want to tell you it. Sorry.
What do you call ABBA therapy? Is it listening to ABBA group?
No, sadly, it's not listening to ABBA group. Like ABBA therapy is intensive training and classes.
What does it stand for? Sorry. What does abbreviation stand for? Unfortunately, there is a mistake. It's not ABBA, it's ABA therapy.
ABA?
Yeah, and what does it stand for?
I only know the definition of ABA therapy, and the definition of ABA is beyond the scope of my research, but that's an interesting topic of conversation. I will research about it.
Okay, thank you.
And my question is connected with one of the organizations that we have here in St. Petersburg, which is in Russian called Anton тут рядом, and you had it on your slide. So why haven't you included any information in the chapter? I mean, were there any reasons for that? Because I guess this organization is quite active right now, and they provide support for this group of people. So any reasons not to include more information about that?
Yeah, sadly I didn't include any information about this charity foundation, but I know information about this charity foundation. I know about their website, I know about the arts, the arts that autistic people draw, but sadly I didn't include it. Maybe I forgot or something like that.
Yeah.
So is it possible to adjust to influence which characteristics people have increased? For example, can we specifically grow people who have an increased memory or increased focus, abilities to focus, in order to have them work in science fields, military area fields, etc.?
I think we could, but maybe people don't use these abilities, these autistic people abilities, because they're not sure that they are quite responsible for the work. Of course they have some abilities, but maybe because of other features they have, people count autistic people not normal people. So
why do we have more instances of autism this day? So what are the reasons? Could you list them in comparison to the last century?
We found more information about autism, so reasons are you can choose overdiagnosis or just parental age. I think that the main reason is firstly the system I have made, and also overdiagnosis. We more know about autism, so more people fit criteria that are being created. Thanks for your question.
Thank you very much. So, a round of applause.